Welcome in, everybody. We're live here from Tyler Junior College for our regional final matchup between the Liberty-Eylau Leopards and the Madison High School Trojans out of Dallas. I'm Zach Doty, joined by John Droke. And John, we're down to 8.
We are down to 8, and the Leopards have found themselves in that final 8 as there your phone goes for a tumble.
You can go to Phone Pros to get that fixed.
Yeah, we can. Hey, y'all come to Phone Pros if you got any problems with your phones. You got the phones, we got the pros. But we got college basketball. We got high school basketball here tonight. Liberty-Eylau with a dominant performance in the regional semifinals games against the Lone Oak Buffaloes. I believe they scored over 80 points in that game, and it was just domination from the second half on. Buffaloes just ran out of steam, and looking for the Liberty-Eylau Leopards to continue that steam tonight, as they're going to have a very tough competitor in the Madison Trojans.
Absolutely. Take a look at your screen now. You can see kind of what the bracket is looking like right now. Like we mentioned, there's 8 teams left, and we'll see Dallas Madison versus Liberty-Eylau tonight. Winner of that game will take on Brownfield versus Shallow Water in the state semifinals. John, you alluded to that game against Lone Oak for Liberty-Eylau. You know, scored over 80 points in that game, but really what stood out to me, 28 rebounds, 19 assists. This is the crazy one, 24 steals, 45% from the field, 23 from 3, and 75% shooting from the charity stripe. But 24 steals was insane, John. We were there, and, you know, it felt like Sean Hall and Zay Cooper and those guys were in the backcourt all night. But, you know, the way that they were able to, you know, force all of those opportunities and transition buckets was just unstoppable.
And, you know, that's one of the best attributes about this Leopard team. That full-court press they come out in is just so intense. They're so good at speeding up their opponents. We've seen it all year against Hooks, Pleasant Grove, a few days ago against Lone Oak. I mean, if Madison doesn't have an answer for that, we could see very well a repeat. But this Madison squad, just looking at them, they got a lot of size and a lot of athleticism. I think one of the key points to this game is going to be Tyrus Crowd having to stay out of foul trouble. You know, he's gotten in foul trouble a few times throughout this year in games that we've covered. They're going to need his size tonight on the floor, as well as Devin Hall-Clark. You know, those two have been such a dynamic duo, great tandem down low, defensively and offensively for the Leopards. So got to keep them out of foul trouble and keep them in the game for the Leopards to have a chance at this one.
You know, talking with different people, physicality was going to be the name of the game for the Leopards coming into tonight. And I think we saw them reach a new physicality level in that last game against Lone Oak. If they can kind of have that same intensity and that same passion and drive that they had last week against that Lone Oak team, that could carry them a long way against Madison, who will definitely be a very physical opponent. You know, coming into tonight, Dallas Madison with a 23-12 overall record, 7-10 on neutral sites. They went undefeated in district, averaging 69.3 points per game, allowing 52.2. They are ranked number 2 in the state. They've got here off of 84-42 win off of versus Pilot Point, a 95-27 win versus Bells, and a 73-58 win versus Jefferson in that regional semifinals. But really the name to kind of watch for is going to be Josiah Cobb tonight, 21.2 points per game. He shoots over 50% from three-point line, almost 60%, only a junior. So he's going to be the name to look out for these Dallas Madison Trojans.
And, you know, one of the key attributes of the Leopards is they can really get points from anywhere on the floor. I mean, just a few days ago against Lone Oak, they had 5 guys getting to double digits. And, you know, that's really going to be a problem for most opposition. Who do you key in on if you're the Trojans?
Yeah, and I kind of just alluded to it with matching that intensity and meeting them in the backcourt. That's going to be huge, matching Josiah Cobb along the perimeter to prevent those three-point plays and allowing him from making those buckets that he's so comfortable with making. At the same time, do we see him, you know, kind of adjust his game and work more inside and test that physicality of Crowell and Hall Clark?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. If I were Liberty-Eylau, my one assignment would be get a hand in Cobb's face, because you rarely see somebody shooting over 50% from the three-point line.
So we're going to take a quick break and go to the PA announcer, and we'll have the national anthem here soon.
Gentlemen, remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of the national anthem. Thank you. You may be seated.
All right, we're back. Real quick before we get introductions, we want to take this time to thank our game sponsors: Farmers Bake and Trust, BEK Construction LLC, Redemption LLC, Loyalty Over Love, Millway Credit Union, as well as Phone Pros. Thank you to our game sponsors for their support of Game Day and LE Athletics.
Shout out to Phone Pros once again. We are getting the starting lineups announced here for the two teams. We're going to have tip-off set shortly to follow. For the Leopards, Sean Hall, Caden Proctor, the Zay Cooper, Tyrus Crowell, and Devin Hall Clark making their start for the Leopards tonight. For the Madison Trojans, it'll be DeMondre Jones. Their classic reds, white numbers, trimmed in black. Madison Trojans coming out in white uniforms, green numbers, no trim.
A little bit
Maybe
of
a trim of gold.
Yeah,
Trim of gold.
yellow trim.
Yeah. It's a faint gold trim. But yeah, really excited about this game tonight. I think it's going to be a very high-paced, up-and-down basketball game, and we may get some great moments from this one, Doty.
Yeah, I mean, between the athleticism and the range that these teams have, I think they could be kind of all over the floor and have some highlight moments for us.
Ooh, a little backflip there from the Trojan cheerleader. Nice athleticism. Shout out to everyone who made their way here tonight. Liberty-Eylau brought a pretty good crowd. Trojan faithful in the building. We have a beautiful venue here tonight. We are in Apache territory.
We are in Apache territory, John.
Home of the 2022 national champions for women's basketball. The Apaches, of course.
Yeah, we appreciate Tyler Junior College for hosting this wonderful game that this should ought to be, and beautiful facility. We appreciate the workers who have helped us and getting this one possible for you guys.
Appreciate everybody who's tuned in to the stream tonight to watch. We couldn't do this without you, so thank you for that. As now everybody making their way onto the floor, we're just about set for a regional final game. A trip to the state semifinal on the line. Winner moves on, loser, it's the end of the road. It will be Crowell set to tip off with DeMondre Jones. Liberty-Eylau attacking the basket to the right. The Trojans the one to the left. The paint, finds his man down low. Good. The paint, finds his man down low. Good head fake. Hall can't get it to finish. And we're going to have a good head fake. Hall can't get it to finish. And we're going to have a tie-up. Fake by Hall. He couldn't get it to go. Jamarian Rice made it quite difficult for him to get the shot up. Now Hall's going to bring it back out beyond the perimeter. Good little handoff there to Hall. Hard take. And one! Sean Hall picking up where he left off last game. That foul's going to go against Josiah Cobb, his first, and that's the guy you're going to want to get in foul trouble if you're the Leopards.
Yeah, I mean, like you said exactly there, continuing where he picked off last game, 24 points in that last one, a menace on both the offensive glass and on defense with all of his steals. He's going to be a guy that you want to get hot for the Leopards real quick.
So Hall converts three the old-fashioned way, gives the Liberty-Eylau Leopards a slim 1-point advantage. As Cobb working baseline, Proctor did a good job to cut him off there. Jones now has it knocked out of his hands. They'll say last touched by the Trojans. That's where Liberty-Eylau will take over. Great at that all year long. Sean Hall putting in work on Cobb. Dumps it up. It's going to be knocked out of the hands of Zay Cooper. That was DeMondre Jones who got the hand in there. Leopards will keep the ball. The Liberty-Eylau Leopards in the house tonight. As one's fired into Tyrus Crowd, does a good job to corral that one. And unfortunate, Zay Cooper came down with it, both feet out of bounds. So it'll be Trojan basketball with the length of the floor to go. Leopards going to bring pressure into the backcourt as well. Williams hands it off to Cobb. He's being guarded by Proctor in the backcourt. Proctor's locked in. Good move by Cobb. Puts one up just short. Rebound fought for. And it's still on the ground. And we're going to have a foul on the floor. I believe it's going to be called against the Leopards. That was a good move by Cobb, as that one's going to go against Sean Hall, his first team first of the first quarter. Liberty-Eylau still in front by 1 as they get it in and give it right back to Cobb. He can't get his shot to go. Trojans get another rebound, and now Crowell's going to pick one up. And kind of like we talked about before the game, Crowell, don't need to get him in foul trouble. He's one of the few who can match up size-wise with this big Madison Trojans team. So at the line to shoot 2 for the Trojans is Darius Hooks. First one good. He knots it up at 3. As he'll have a chance to give the Trojans back the lead on this shot. And that one off the mark, so we'll stay tied up. Leopards come away with the rebound. It'll be Cooper. Bring it down the floor. Now he gets it back, working inside, in a lot of trouble. Finds Crowell on the cutter. No, stolen away by the Trojans. Good job cutting that passing lane off by Rice. And now the Trojans looking to push the tempo the other way. They kick it out. 3 on the way from Hooks. Bang! He got it. Darius Hooks regains the lead for the Trojans. 6-3 is the score. 5:51 left to go in the first quarter. Zay Cooper fires one up to Hall Clark. He's going to move his pivot foot and turn it over. And he had the right idea, just got a little ahead of himself there on that play. Proctor still providing good pressure in the backcourt against Cobb. So he's going to follow him the length of the floor. Cobb almost loses a handle on it, gets it back. Cobb, little crossover move, step back 3. Good! Second made tray ball by the Trojans. And Cobb's first 3, and that is where he is most deadly for the Madison Trojans.
Yeah, he was the one we brought up pregame.
Sean Hall, wild shot, can't get it to go. Hall Clark will draw the foul on the stick back. And Williams, his first, team second of the first quarter. Leopards trail by 6. Hall Clark looking to cut into that deficit here on this trip at the line. First one on the way, off the back iron, no good. He'll get a chance at a second. Seconds on the way, he gets that one to go. Hall Clark's first point of the game. As Proctor and Sean Hall get beat in the full court press. Trojans give it to Jones, driving baseline. A lot of contact, no call. Ball's picked up by Sean Hall.
It was a good job by Crowell to force a hand in there, force that steal.
Now Crowell head fake beyond the perimeter, gives it up to Proctor. And honestly, good defense from the Trojans so far beyond the perimeter. Haven't really given the Leopards a good look to take one from three-point land. As Hall takes it himself, he's got all 5 for the Leopards. Or all 6 for the Leopards. I'm sorry, Devin Hall Clark hit a free throw. He's got 5 for the Leopards. And now a timeout going to be called by the Madison Trojans. We'll take one with them, or we'll stay here and
we'll stay here and thank our game sponsors. Yeah, of course. We want to thank Farmers Bank and Trust, BEK Construction LLC, Redemption LLC, Loyalty Over Love, as well as Millway Credit Union and Phone Pros. Thank you to our game sponsors for their support of Texarkana Gameday and Liberty-Eylau Athletics.
So far throughout this one, the perimeter defense for the Trojans has been pretty ferocious. We haven't really seen a good look from three-point land. I'm not even sure if Liberty-Eylau has attempted a three-pointer yet.
I don't believe so.
But they have found other ways to get to the basket. Sean Hall has done a great job attacking the rim and getting points. Hall Clark did a good job on that rebound and drawing the foul to get some free throws. On the other end of the floor, a couple tray balls knocked down, one by Josiah Cobb, one by Darius Hooks. Leopards got to do a good job of getting out there and getting a hand in the face of the Trojans, especially Josiah Cobb, who, as we've mentioned earlier, 56% shooter from beyond the three-point line.
Averaging over 20 a game.
So it will be Trojan basketball out of the timeout. They get it into Hooks. Liberty-Eylau's got 4 in the backcourt. They almost get a steal there. It's gathered by Hooks. Now the Trojans pushing the tempo. They swing it over. Williams going to pull a 3. Bang! They're red hot from beyond the three-point line. 3 made threes for the Trojans. They lead 12-6. Liberty-Eylau looking for a response. Sean Hall fires one. Dangerous pass to Hall Clark, who will be fouled. I believe that foul will go against Jamirian Rice.
And coming into this game, physicality was a thing that I heard a lot about coming from Dallas Madison. And right now, offensively, they're just spreading their perimeter and getting a lot of shots beyond the arc and not necessarily having to rely on that physicality. And, maybe that's catching Liberty-Eylau off guard a little bit.
Liberty-Eylau, they have Sean Hall. He's working off of Cobb, looking for a lane, and puts a little too much on it. He was looking for Cooper coming around to the left corner of the perimeter.
Yeah, I think he was looking for Zay to keep cutting a little bit more along the three-point line, and Zay kind of ended up stopping at that corner.
Trojans do a good job breaking the full court press there and draw the second foul on Tyrus Crowell. So Crowell's got 2 here in the first quarter. Might see him check out, and we will. Into the game for the Leopards, Anthony Marshall, who was a pretty good glue guy last game against the Buffaloes of Lone Oak. As ball's fired to Williams in the backcourt. He'll give it up there to Jones. And kind of like what you were talking about, Dodie, the Trojans are doing a good job of off-ball movement. There's now a foul down low on Hall Clark. Can't have him getting in trouble with Crowell on the bench. Be his first. Team 4th of the first quarter, so next foul by the Leopards will send the Trojans to the line to shoot 2. As now a long 3 by Cobb. And we're going to have a foul down low.
Another foul on Hall Clark.
So Hall Clark's got 2 now. Hall Clark's got 2, Crowell's got 2, and we're still have 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. So really interested to see what Liberty-Eylau will do going forward with those 2 guys.
It's already the 5th foul on Liberty-Eylau as well, and so Madison will have a trip at the line now.
The Jamarian Rice, his first trip of the night. First one rattles around, won't go. Leopards trails by 6 to Madison. As Rice prepares on its way, that one goes. So Leopards do a pretty good job of breaking this full court press as they turn it over there into the hands of Cobb and almost steal it back. Cobb, turnaround jumper off the glass and in for 2. Cobb can do it inside the paint as well, and Liberty-Eylau wants a timeout. We'll take one with them, 15-6. The Trojans lead the Leopards. We'll get some words from our sponsors and be right back here for the action on Game Day.
No matter your season of life, no matter your banking needs, you'll find the financial products, digital tools, and friendly service that make you feel right at home with Farmers Bank.
There's a place I'm welcome in. There's a place I know I'm called a friend. There's a place that I'm never alone. There's a place called home. A place called home.
Come home to Farmers Bank.
All right, welcome back to the Wagstaff Gymnasium here in Tyler, Texas. Liberty-Eylau coming out of the timeout. They trail 15-6 to the Madison Trojans. As Trojans in a full court press. Hall looking for somebody to get it into. Fires one up. It's collected by Anthony Marshall. And now a dump down low to Hall Clark, who's wide open, and he breaks the scoring drought for the Leopards, and that was a big basket.
That was a huge sequence, a really good snag by Anthony Marshall, and then getting that to Zay down to Hall Clark was huge.
And then Cobb finds his man on the opposite side block, Rice. He's got 5. So Trojans respond quickly after the made Leopard basket. And that was a good job setting up by Jamarian Rice. Zay Cooper, that'll be his first. And no free throws. It was an offensive foul, even though we're in the bonus. Leopards kind of playing more of a soft full court press than we're used to seeing. Now it is Williams going to give it up to Hooks deep in the front court. Cobb, the hot hand, working right side. Good defense beyond the perimeter by the Leopards. Now a 3 going to be pulled from Williams. That one off the mark, rebounded by the Trojans. Trojans done a good job crashing the boards so far offensively. There's now a kick out 3 on the way. Bang! Josiah Cobb. Who else?
Just not the guy you can leave open. You know, a lot of guys having to move and cover guys beyond the arc and just left the wrong guy open.
Marshall picks up his dribble looking for Hall Clark. Hall Clark going to pull a three of his own. Can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound. Marshall working baseline. And it's going to be knocked out of his hands. It was a good job by Jamirian Rice to cut him off on the baseline. The Leopards will keep it underneath their own basket. Eddie Moss into the game now for the Trojans. See Josiah Williams check out. As there's the slap of the ball by Cooper. Dumps it back in down low to Cooper. Cooper reverse. Can't get it to go. The Leopards will keep possession. And right now, Trojans doing a great job protecting the rim down low. Liberty-Eilau's looking for an answer. Marshall fires it back to Cooper in the right corner. Cooper working baseline, looking for a man. He was looking for Hall Clark. It's thrown away, picked up by Cobb. Cobb in a lot of trouble. Good work by Sean Hall, and it rolls out of bounds. Last touched by Hall. So good job transitioning back. Just an unfortunate break there for Liberty-Eylau. The Trojans will keep it. Going to pull a long three. Can't get it to go. That was a good hand in his face by Proctor, and that's what you got to do if you're Liberty-Eylau tonight. Do not let him get comfortable out there. As Hall somehow through two defenders gets that one to go.
A lot of traffic down there, but that's definitely never stopped Sean Hall before as he shows off his prowess and athleticism to work around it.
Traffic might be his comfort zone as now the Leopards speed him up and force a turnover.
This nearest referee doesn't know. They're saying it's tipped and going back Madison's way.
And wow, that one looked like it was clearly thrown out of bounds by Madison.
This nearest referee just said that he didn't have a good look at it, and so he relied on the far referee to make that call.
So tough break for the Leopards. Trojans will keep possession after they thought they had a turnover. As this one fired to Hooks, he'll pull up a three, no good. Rebounded by the Leopards. They're going to fire one up to Hall Clark. Beautiful grab, and he's going to be pushed to the floor hard. That one's going to go against Jamirian Rice. Be his second. So the Leopards going to take it out on the baseline. They get it back in to Hooks, to Cooper. Cooper working inside, kicks one out. Long two on the way from Hall off the mark. Rebounded by the Trojans. It'll be Cobb. Gets it back. Dumps one in down low. Rice working, good move. Denied by Hall Clark. And now pushing the tempo the other way is Sean Hall. Hall can't get that one to go. Good rebound. A lot of contact, and there's going to be a travel called against the Trojans. That was Eddie Moss who came down with it on the ground. So good block by Hall Clark and good transition by the Leopards the other way as they fired into Hall Clark on the right wing. Hall Clark picks up his dribble, gives it up to Hall. Hall kick over corner three on the way from Cooper off the mark. Trojans come away with it. As now they're looking to get some points going the other way. Be the way the first quarter ends. 20-10, Madison Trojans over the Liberty-Eylau Leopards through one.
Sports injuries can happen anytime, on the field, on the court, and even in your backyard. At Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital, we treat sprains, fractures, concussions, and more with fast, compassionate care close to home. We're open 24/7 with on-site imaging like x-rays, ultrasounds, CT scans, and MRI for quick, accurate diagnosis and treatment all in one place. Let us help you get back to the game faster. Visit TexarkanaEmergencyCenter.com for more information.
Welcome back. We want to give a huge shout out to our game sponsors, Farmers Bank and Trust, BEK Construction LLC, Redemption LLC, loyalty over love, as well as Millway Credit Union and Phone Pros. Thank you to our game sponsors for their support.
So through one quarter of action, Madison leads the Leopards 20-10. Sean Hall had 7 points for the Leopards in that quarter. And leading the scores for the Trojans was Josiah Cobb with 8 and 2 made tray balls. As Trojans looking to get back to their scoring ways and do, Darius Hooks puts up the first 2 points of the second quarter, extends the lead to 12. Cooper working in the backcourt on Durr, picks his dribble up in a dangerous spot and is going to be forced to travel. And that's a very dangerous spot. You never want to pick your dribble in, especially with high pressure like the Trojans are providing. So Madison will get the ball back. They fire it in to Cobb. It's guarded by Proctor. And he'll kick it up into the front court, get the ball back, baseline, dumps it in down low. Shot denied by Hall Clark. And then stepping out of bounds was Cobb when he gathered the ball. So Liberty-Eylau will have it with 92 feet to go. And it'll be Sean Hall. Good move in the backcourt there. Brings it up, dumps it to Hall Clark. Hall Clark, good take. Might have been a tip shot there. Ball's going to stay with Liberty-Eylau. And the Leopards doing what they usually do, getting good looks at the board. But Hall Clark dumps it in to Cooper. Fires one over to Crowell. He's back in the game with 2 fouls. Long 3 off the back iron. Rebounded by Moss. And there come the Trojans. And a good steal by Proctor. He just can't keep a handle on it. Good court awareness, and he's been good at that all year long. The Trojans, it'll be Aiden Durr to bring it across the timeline. He'll hand it back off to Cobb. Now Durr going to have a good look. Long 2, off the mark, no good. Falls into the hands of Hall. Hall dumps one up to Crowell. Crowell gets the Leopards back in the scoring column. And that was a big bucket for the Leopards. Is now pushing the tempo the other way as the Trojans. They're sped up. It's stolen away, and Proctor's shot is going to go against Aiden Durr. No, check that. I think it's going to go against DeAndre Jones.
Yep.
Be his team first of the second quarter for the Trojans. As Crowell bringing some life back to the Leopards coming off the bench.
Definitely feels like they've picked up the intensity, and I think that's what was needed to kind of match Dallas Madison here.
Hall Clark saved it to Proctor. Proctor pull-up jumper, no good. Rebounded by Jones, and he'll draw the foul. That one's going to go against Hall Clark, his third. And he'll check out as Anthony Marshall comes into the game for the Leopards, so might not see Hall Clark for a little while. Don't need Crowell to get another foul now. So it'll be Durr to slowly bring the ball across the timeline. Drives in. You're going to have a tug of the jersey there. Second of the second quarter. Leopards trailing by 10. Still in this one. Durr looking for the screen. Uses it. Crowell all over him and going to force the turnover. Good job by Crowell switching on that screen. And he just cut Jones off in his tracks. So Liberty-Eylau going to get it into Proctor. 2 men in the backcourt defensively for the Trojans. Now this one's fired up, and a foul going to be called against, I believe, Cobb. That pass was intended for Anthony Marshall.
So we'll see Josiah head to the bench now. Their leading scorer.
So Leopards will have it in the front court after the foul. Marshall working inside, may take the shot himself. It's blocked by the Trojans off the foot of the Trojans, they'll say. So Leopards will keep it. As they're still looking for a good look at the basket down here on the offensive end of the floor. Looking to fire it in. That one last touched by the Trojans. I think that Zay Cooper was just throwing that one off of the Trojan defender, get himself 5 more seconds. As now he finds Crowell on the inbound. Crowell picks up his dribble. Good. Dumps one over the top to Cooper. Good ball movement by the Leopards. Proctor through 2 men. Dumps it down low. Shot on the way. Good. And the foul. Sean Hall, his second and one of the night.
You couldn't draw up the ball movement better there from Liberty-Eylau. You know, in a way, it kind of looked like it was a little bit chaotic, but at the same time, their awareness to see that next man and force it to the next man. You know, Proctor easily could have taken that shot and you know, either did a pull-up mid-range shot or we got a
throw. I believe that one's going to go against Crowell, which will put him at 3 fouls.
Maybe just a lane violation, so not an actual foul that goes against him.
He did the little push.
Yeah, looks like they will call it.
So Crowell picks up his 3rd, and he will stay in the game. Nope, check that. He's coming out. Into the game for him is Eljon Miller. So 22-14 after the made Sean Hall basket. He's got 9, and a great transition bucket as he finally gets back in the scoring column this quarter.
He quickly checked back in after getting a couple fouls on him.
Liberty-Eylau looking for a response on this possession. Zay Cooper gives it up to Proctor at the top of the key. Man defense for the Trojans, and it's been a stingy one thus far tonight. Drivens Cooper might have had a little contact there. No call. Marshall, long 3. Off the mark, no good. Rebound fought for out of bounds. Last touched, they'll say, by the Trojans. Liberty-Eylau will keep it underneath their own basket. Zay Cooper set to trigger it in. Finds Sean Hall beyond the perimeter. He's picked up by Hooks. Now he fires one down low. Marshall, layup. Can't get it to go. And that was a good look from Marshall. Just an unfortunate bounce off the rim. And now a missed layup by the Trojans. Rebound fought for. Rice can't get the second opportunity to go. Leopards come away with it. Pushing the tempo is Cooper. Cooper going to take it himself all the way. Gets it to go! Some circusry. I don't even know if that's a word.
You always throw me off with your words, bro.
It was Alexa Lane-esque.
Some trickery.
3-on-1 now down low for the Trojans. They kick it out. 3 from Cobb. Off the Leopard sideline, starting to get into it. Be the 4th team foul called against the Trojans this quarter.
And this is just a huge spark for the Leopards, you know, with both Tyrus and Hall Clark out because of foul trouble. You know, this is huge to kind of get this electricity and the spark coming up underneath them.
Well, it's kind of like what we touched on earlier. Liberty-Eylau is so good at finding points from everyone on the floor. It's really hard defensively for any opposition to key in on somebody. It's a beautiful pass from Hall, and a 3 is drained. Oh, my goodness. Larry Bird-like of a pass from Sean Hall. And now a turnover. Anthony Marshall dumps it to Hall, goes up, gets it to go. Sean Hall. He is on fire! The Liberty-Eylau Leopard faithful are on their feet. And just like that, a 7-point deficit becomes a 2-point deficit. We got a timeout taken by the Trojans. We'll take one with them. 24-22, Liberty-Eylau trails by 2. We'll get some words from our sponsors and be right back here with the action on game day.
Tired of banking fees and complicated accounts? With State Bank's My Free Checking Account, enjoy no minimum balance and 0 monthly fees. Get a free gift just for opening your checking account, because we believe banking should be rewarding. Great for personal accounts and businesses too.
All right, welcome back to the Wagstaff Gymnasium. If you're just now joining us, Sean Hall is deep in his bag right now. Yeah. He just threw a pass out into the corner to Eljon Miller like he was throwing a bouquet of flowers over his head at a wedding. My goodness.
That might have been my favorite reference you've ever made.
And now the Leopards almost get another steal, and they force the turnover again. A travel called against the Trojans. Liberty-Eylau has come to life here late in this second quarter, and they have the horizons of a state semifinal game Oh, my goodness.
You know, we're used to seeing this kind of like adrenaline coming out of the half for Liberty-Eylau, but having it right here in the middle of this second quarter is huge, and you know that there's no quit in this team.
And here's the thing, like, to really think about, Tyrus Crowell and Devin Hall-Clark, some of their best players as a 2 from Hall. God! Sean Hall, what did you have for breakfast? He gives Liberty-Eylau the lead.
They gave him a 3.
Now the Trojans, they're on a bit of a scoring drought. Unheard of for them. Josiah Cobb, maybe a push-off, no call, gets a 3 to go. Liberty-Eylau really wanted the push-off. It's now a 2-point lead for the Trojans. Back and forth we go. Cooper pulls an NBA range 3, just off the mark. Rebound controlled by Cobb as he's zooming through defenders right now. Now a 3 from Moss, good. And just like that, a 5-point lead for the Trojans, and they are deadly from beyond the arc.
Yeah, can't get complacent and get too caught up in the game where you don't come back and play defense where you need them to.
Anthony Marshall, good smart move there. He was in trouble in the corner, throws it off the leg of a Trojan defender. And Dodie, I'm going to say there's a little bit more of an atmosphere in here than what we had in the first quarter. Both
Absolutely.
of these fan bases have really gotten into it after that little run by Liberty-Eylau.
Looks like Madison was moving their students down more closer to the bench once they started going. We're going to see a charge call there on Miller.
Be Miller's first, team 4th. So one more foul for either team, and we're shooting 2. As Trojans do a good job breaking the full court press there. It's Cobb working inside on Miller. Good move to the basket by Josiah Cobb. And he's got 7 this quarter. Lead back up to 7 for the Trojans. As that one fired to Miller down low, and it ends up in the hands of Cooper to the basket, and 1! Zay Cooper joining Sean Hall in the and 1 show.
There's just no quit in them, and their athleticism and their ability to kind of contort and make these shots. Guards working hard down underneath there, and they're doing it perfectly.
And, you know, you touched on it a little bit earlier. The physicality of this Madison team is great, and we have not seen Liberty-Eylau shy away from it at all as Zay Cooper converts the old-fashioned 3-point play.
And their physicality without their 2 biggest players on the court. So, I mean, it just shows you their heart is bigger than anything else.
It's a great job by Anthony Marshall all the way down the court on Cobb as he sticks the second chance opportunity back in for 2.
Him fighting through contact there was very impressive.
Cobb's got 9 in the second quarter now. This one inbounded to Miller. Miller got his guy with a head fake there, going to take it to the basket himself. Can't get it to go, just not enough on it. And now this one fired the length of the floor up to Cobb, who will get an easy 2-point basket. 36-28 now the score. Leopards trail by 8. 1:35 left to go here in the first half. Is that one knocked out of the hands? And they'll say last touch by Zay Cooper out of bounds. And just like that, the momentum has shifted back into the favor of the Trojans.
Yeah, I think Zay was trying to do a spin move there, and whenever he came back around with the ball, it ended up hitting out of bounds.
And just not a favorable position right now with for the Leopards having Crowell and Hall-Clark on the bench. Those guys have been key pieces on this Leopard team all season. As now Cobb, a quick 3, got it to go. Cobb is on fire right now in the second quarter. The Leopards looking for a response, trying to break this scoring drought. Cooper almost had it knocked out of his hands. Now they get it into Caden Proctor's hands. Working right side, picks his dribble up, handoff, Hall, 3. A little bit short, rebound fought for. We're going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Leopards. So they'll keep it underneath their own basket. It was Anthony Marshall who tied up on it. Good heads-up play by him. 58 seconds now left to go in the first half. As Hall is going to be pushed out of bounds by Cobb. Be his third foul.
No, they don't have him up on the board.
Yeah, they put the wrong. Oh, that's right, Josiah Cobb, number 3 fouls.
There's no number 3 on the board, John. Oh, there it is, yes. I was looking at the players
I got
over
you,
there.
I got you.
That's why I was confused.
So Hall to the line to shoot 2. That one rolls all the way around the rim. Can't get it to fall. And And I'm going to need a bigger second quarter stat sheet line for Sean Hall and Josiah Cobb. Running out of room. Hall, second one off the front iron, no good. Rebounded, stuck back up, can't get it to go. Williams pulls up, and he's going to be called for the travel.
Yeah, just took too many steps as he was trying to come set for that three.
Leopards going to get it back here with 45 ticks left to go here in the second quarter. It's Cooper looking to probably get it into Hall. Hall's got a lot of pressure in the backcourt. Does a good job staying calm, cool, collected. And now a foul going to be called against the Trojans. That one's going to be against Jones, his second. And that'll send Hall to the line to shoot 2 in the bonus. Single-digit lead here. As Hall can't get that one to go. Hall is all over it right now. Has hit every bit of the rim on these free throw attempts. Just can't get them to fall. His second one now is good. Hall did pretty well from the free throw line the other night against Lone Oak. Went 5 for 6. As Leopards down by 10, and that will be a foul on Caden Proctor. Only his first, but the 5th team foul, so Trojans will go to the line to shoot 2 of their own. Be Darius Hooks to toe the charity stripe.
Don't necessarily hate the idea of getting the foul there, you know, force them to make the bucket at the free throw line and then possibly have a last chance opportunity.
Absolutely. Having that last chance opportunity as that one's knocked down by Hooks. Having that last chance opportunity, maybe get a bucket right before halftime, take some momentum into the locker room. I mean, that can be a game changer, especially in a regional final matchup. Again, winner of this game advances to the state semifinal game as second one knocked down by Hooks. He's 3 for 4 from the line. 30 seconds now. Liberty-Eylau, a chance to hold for the last shot. Cooper works it across the timeline. Working inside, a lot of contact, takes it himself, going to draw the foul. They'll say it's on the floor. He will go to the line to shoot 2. Jones picks up his 3rd.
So Dallas Madison with a few guys in foul trouble as well. Keep an eye on that.
Dallas Madison, very athletic, very disciplined team, and they can light it up from beyond the arc. The Leopards have done a great job keeping up with them so far as that one rattles around and falls for Cooper. So he'll get a chance at another one to possibly cut this one to 10. 21 seconds now left to go. Second one off the front iron, no good. Rebounded by the Trojans. It'll be Durr. Fires it up. Now dumped over opposite side block, and a block from Miller. They're going to get him on the foul. It was Joshua Smith who went up for the shot, so he'll get 2 free throws. Miller's second. Good news on that foul. Leopards once again have a chance at the last shot here. Smith, first one off the back iron, no good. I'd like to thank everybody once again for tuning in to the stream here tonight on Texarkana Game Day.
Absolutely. We appreciate all of our game sponsors for making this possible as well. Farmers Bank, BEK, Redemption LLC, Millway, and Phone Pros.
Smith, second one off the mark. Leopards come away with the rebound. It's Hall. He's got a lot of pressure in the backcourt. Gets across the timeline. 7 seconds. Dumps it down low. A little too much for Proctor to gather. 2 seconds. 1. And can't get it to go at the buzzer was Jamirion Rice, so that will be the way the first half ends. 41-30, Trojans in front of the Leopards, who have rarely trailed after a first half this season. We're going to take a quick break, get some words from our sponsors, and we'll be back here in a little bit for second half action on Game Day.
Hi, I'm Jay Strickland, second generation master electrician. This is our team here at Livewire Electrical Services. Your safety is our top priority. That's why with every service call, we do a visual safety inspection for our customers. Safety and Savings Membership Plan, which gives you priority booking service, discounts, and an annual safety inspection of your home to make sure your home is protected year-round. We're proud to have been voted Best Electrician in Texarkana for the last 3 years by the Reader's Vault magazine. We have a 4.9 Google rating with over 270 five-star reviews because Texarkana trusts us to get the job done right. So give us a call today and experience the difference because your home safety starts with us.
My name is Cedric Harris. I'm here with Swing Lab Baseball Academy on behalf of Randall Glass. We're excited to add to the fabric of this strong baseball community. We're proud to have used Lone Star Heating and Air as our HVAC provider. Lone Star aligns well with our core values of it being a locally owned family business. We know that we're in good hands with Lone Star due to their reliability and expertise, the quality equipment, and the ease of communication in case any breakdowns happen. We know that we'll be able to get things taken care of.
So today we're here at Swing Lab. We just want to let everyone know that we do commercial projects and we'd be glad to help you out. We do offer preventative maintenance programs as well. We've invested in a nice mobile trailer. We can do your rooftop units, your ground units, whatever you may need. So in the future, if you need anything, please give us a call at Lone Star Heating and Air. We would be glad to take care of all your heating and cooling needs.
Craving fajitas but short on time? That's not a problem. Just give us a call and place your order, and we will have them ready for you with no lines or waiting. With same ingredients and the same freshness every day. If life moves fast, so do we. No time to waste. Satisfy your cravings today.
For over 20 years, Hoover Stone and Stucco has been building and restoring exteriors that last. And now that same expert knowledge powers Hoover Soft Wash. How to clean them the right way. No high pressure damage, just safe, professional soft washing that protects your home or business. Trust the team that knows exteriors inside and out. Hoover Stone and Stucco, Hoover Soft Wash. Experience built in.
No matter your season of life, no matter your banking needs, you'll find the financial products, digital tools, and friendly service that make you feel right at home with Farmers Bank.
There's a place I'm welcome in. There's a place I know I'm called a friend. There's a place that I'm never alone. There's a place called home. A place called home.
Come home to Farmers Bank.
Texarkana, it's game day and Lost Pizza is ready to feed the fans. From thick crust to thin, we make our dough fresh every single day and top it with all the flavors your crew loves. We are locally owned, locally operated, and proud to support our community in everything we do, from school spirit nights to hometown fundraisers. Dine in, take out, or order online, we're always ready for kickoff. Lost Pizza Company, Texarkana, fueling game day the local way.
Diamond Bank walks with its customers through every step of life, side by side. From the first checking account in high school to the first home or business loan, Diamond Bank is committed to helping you with all of your financial needs. Diamond Bank's growth is the result of the growth of our customers, and we want to help you feel that same growth. We are proud to have the ability to give back to our local school districts, community organizations, veterans, customers, and more in a multitude of ways. Come discover the Diamond Bank difference with local people making local decisions for our local community. Stop by our current location in Texarkana at 5714 Richmond Road or visit us online at www.diamond.bank to see our products and services. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
My name is Doug Willett. I own M&M Tire and Auto. We service any type of vehicle that you can think of. We do front end alignments. We've got the best front end alignment machine for the new Freon, which is the 1234 FY. We do that too. Plus tires. Now that's the major thing. Cooper Tire employees, we're really special with them. We give you 15% off, plus also you get your Goodyear employee refunds back on your tires, which is great for you. Extra value is what you get when you buy from Doug Millette. Don't worry, my guys will take care of you too.
Meet Tony Langford Roofing, your trusted name in roofing solutions. Decades of experience and top-notch service. Passionate about your home safety, we treat every roof like our own. From repairs to full installations, we've got your home covered. Upgrade your roof with our variety of styles and materials. For roofs that last long, choose Tony Langford Roofing. We've got you covered.
At Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital, we provide fast and compassionate emergency care for all ages. From cardiology to pediatric to outpatient imaging, our board-certified physicians are dedicated to exceptional care when you need it most. Our on-site laboratory offers full diagnostic testing, including MRIs, X-rays, CT scans, and ultrasounds, allowing for comprehensive care in one location. Conveniently located off Calhoun Creek Road, open 24/7, we're ready to help you feel better faster. Visit TexarkanaEmergencyCenter.com today.
Start your day with seamless transactions. Add your State Bank card to your device's digital wallet and enjoy the convenience of tap-and-go payments. Easy, secure, and thankfully at your fingertips. Simplify your day with State Bank's digital wallet. Your family, your bank, State Bank.
Hey, I'm Josh Charette. I'm project manager with 2B Builders. We're a local GC here in Texarkana. We have Lone Star out here doing our heating and AC. They do a good job for us. We really appreciate the customer service that they provide. I know that at Lone Star Heating and Air, I can always call Matt or Dave, their head commercial HVAC guy, and they'll always pick up the phone when I need them. And that's a big thing when we're working out here on these commercial projects. Usually when we're in a bind, we need something and we need it pretty quick.
Life, no matter your banking needs, you'll find the financial products, digital tools, and friendly service that make you feel right at home with Farmers Bank.
There's a place I'm welcome in. There's a place I know I'm called a friend. There's a place that I'm never alone. There's a place called home. A place called home.
Come home to Farmers Bank.
Yes, we want to thank our game sponsors, Farmers Bank and Trust, BEK Construction LLC, Redemption LLC, Loyalty Over Love, Millway Credit Union, as well as Phone Pros. Thank you to our game sponsors for their support. Apologize about that. They had music playing up until that time now. He didn't say anything important anyway. But
it's all
again,
right.
Thank you to our game sponsors, Farmers Bank and Trust, BEK Construction, Redemption LLC, as well as Millway Credit Union, and Phone Pros.
Shout out Phone Pros. So, after the foul, we're going to see Josiah Cobb spend a little bit of time on the bench. And this would be a really good time for things to start clicking for the Leopards. Having a guy like Cobb on the bench, I mean, that can really kill the momentum of Madison. And especially having both Crowell and Hall Clark in the game. I mean, you got your starting 5 in. Now it's go time. So it'll be the Trojans to work it. They're going to bring it back out beyond the perimeter to Aiden Durr. He's guarded by Cooper. Durr works to the left wing, picked up by Proctor now. Good switch by the Leopards defensively there. It's Crowell guarding deep beyond the perimeter now on Hooks. Hooks puts a move on him, drives to the basket, and they're going to get Crowell with his 4th. And call will be on the floor, so no free throws. Basket doesn't count. Crowell will check out. Into the game will go Anthony Marshall. Jamirian Rice set to trigger it in. Looking. Throws it off the back of Hall Clark, who wasn't paying attention. So it'll stay with the Trojans. That was a smart move there by Rice. I think it might have caught Hall Clark off guard a little bit.
Yeah.
Hooks. Now it's kicked over corner 3 from Durr, off the mark, rebound, fought and gathered by the Leopards. That was Cooper who came away with it, and they're going to call a foul on DeAndre Jones.
No, it was a jump ball.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they called jump ball.
I didn't see the thumbs go up.
Yeah. Well, it looked like he was hesitant to throw his thumbs off. He was like almost halfway, but then he just ultimately ruled it that way.
So Leopards fire a high pass into Hall Clark. Now back out to Proctor. He's going to bring it back out and reset the offense. Now, beautiful bounce pass into Hall Clark. Turnaround jumper. Gets it to go. What a move from Hall Clark.
That's huge to get those buckets inside by him. Got to have to capitalize on that whenever he's in the ball game.
And a 3 off the mark and rebounded by the Leopards. And Hall's dragged to the floor by Darius Hooks. And the Trojan faithful unhappy about the call, but it was the right one. Hooks, it'll be his second, team second. And Leopards now with a chance to cut even deeper into this Trojan lead. It'll be Sean Hall to bring it down the floor. Trojans have kind of come back off of that full court press that they've been smothering the Leopards with. Proctor thinks about 3, pulls one, off the mark, gets his own rebound. Gonna fire it back out to Marshall, pulls a 3, good! Anthony Marshall cuts it to 6. And the Leopards won't go away. And then force a turnover in the backcourt. Leopards having one of those runs they had in the late second quarter.
And that all starts with Caden Proctor with the heads-up awareness to go back out there. There was nobody boxing him out. The way that he would just have that clean opportunity to grab his rebound, kicks it back out to Anthony Marshall. And then, Anthony Marshall forcing that steal as well. Shades of what we saw against Lone Oak.
Marshall fires inside to Proctor. A little shove in the back, no call. That one almost stolen away. Good job reading that by Darius Hooks. Just couldn't get the steal. So Leopards will keep it with a chance to swing momentum even farther in their favor.
It looked like Proctor was trying to do a little bit of a no-look there to get it back out to Hall, but defender read it well.
Sean Hall through contact, finishes, doesn't get the foul, but 2 more points for Sean Hall. He's got 17. Cuts the lead to 4. Now the Leopards really speeding things up. Hall now has a 1-on-2 situation. And shot no good. Don't hate the foul from Caden Proctor, as DeAndre Jones was going to go uncontested to the rim.
Yeah, just didn't quite get enough bodies back in the backcourt, or excuse me, the front court, to come and get that ball, and just ended up quite working out well. So now but at the same time, you get the foul, you force them to make the free throws instead, and got lucky that it didn't make the shot.
Andre Jones looking for his first points of the night. Can't get that one to go. So the foul looking like a pretty good one here.
Off-rip, already good foul.
A pretty good foul. If he misses the free throws, great job by Proctor. And Proctor's only got 2. Leopards have 3 this quarter. 4:46 left to go in the third quarter. 45-41. Liberty-Eylau trails by 4. And the second one from Jones is good. Make it a 5-point lead. Leopards are right here in this one, though. They give it to Hall Clark. He'll bring it across the timeline. Off the mark. Proctor gathers the rebound. In trouble in the corner. It's thrown away. And here come the Trojans. It's fired up. Head fake. Shot on the way. Good from Jamarian Rice. His first bucket of the second half. And it's been a game of momentum so far through this regional final game. And is almost losing a handle on it there was Cooper. Ball's on the floor, scooped up by the Trojans. Here come the Trojans. DeMondre Jones all the way. Little reverse, gets it to go. And just like that, kind of what Liberty-Eylau has done to teams all year long, the Trojans have sped them up in the front and back court. Now the crowd has come to life for Madison. Liberty-Eylau going to be called for the charge. That one on Sean Hall, and he stopped in his tracks. He knew it. It's going to be the third one on Hall.
Yeah, it was a good job by Aiden Durgan, set it up there and just becoming a wall, not allowing Hall to get by him.
So after the foul, Trojans going to have it with the length of the floor to go. They fire one all the way up into the hands of Hooks. Kick back out, 3 on the way from Moss. He drilled it. 2 threes on the night for Moss.
Moss, a 58% from the field shooter. He's a really talented guy.
Good head fake there by Hall. Takes it himself. Almost lost a hand on it. Gets it to go, though. Sean Hall is on fire tonight. Hall Clark plays defense, gets the rebound, and a late whistle there by the official. And the Liberty-Eylau faithful not happy.
It's going to go against Devin Hall Clark, too.
Be his 4th. So now Hall Clark and Crowd both with 4 fouls. As Leopards just moments ago trailed by 4, they now trail by 10. And Darius Hooks looking to extend that lead here for the Trojans on this trip to the line. He gets the first one to rattle around and fall. Looks like we'll see DJ Jackson into the game for the Leopards, as well as Miller, Eljon Miller. Caden Proctor will check out, as well as Hall Clark. As Hooks, second one rattles around, can't get it to go, rebounded by Hall. Hall finds pressure immediately in the backcourt, breaks it, going to work down the right side of the floor, may take it himself, slips a little bit. Good job collecting himself. Good transition here. And that one knocked out of the hands of Hooks by Zay Cooper. Good hustle by Cooper to get back and knock that one out of the hands of Hooks, who I think had Jam City on his mind.
You know, we talk about it a lot of times. It doesn't always have to be up high, you know, up against the backboard where you have to force that ball out. You can come down low, which is a perfectly job what Zay Cooper did there.
That shot off the mark, no good. Rebound fought for. Hall comes away with it again. And Hall gonna draw the foul on DeMondre Jones, and he might have been fortunate there because it kind of looked like he hooked his arm around the back of Jones.
That'll be Jones's 4th. So 2 Trojans in foul trouble now.
So Jones has 4, Josiah Cobb has 4 for the Trojans. For the Leopards, it's Devin Hall Clark and Tyrus Crowell with 4 fouls apiece. Been a very physical game, but you do have 5 fouls to give. Can't take them home with you.
Don't necessarily want to spend them too early.
Don't spend them too early. Don't spend them all in one place. Cooper in trouble, finds Miller, who comes back and gets the ball. That one tipped, stolen away, and going to be dumped up and in by Darius Hooks for 2 points. And Liberty-Eylau wants a timeout. We'll take one with them. The Leopards trail the Trojans 56-43. We'll get some words from our sponsors and be right back here with the action on Game Day.
No matter your season of life, no matter your banking needs, you'll find the financial products, digital tools, and friendly service that make you feel right at home with Farmers Bank.
There's a place I'm welcome in. There's a place I know I'm called a friend. There's a place that I'm never alone. There's a place called home. A place called home.
Come home to Farmers Bank.
Welcome back, everybody. We want to thank our game sponsors once again, Farmers Bank and Trust, BEK Construction LLC, Redemption LLC, as well as Millway Credit Union and Phone Pros. Thank you to our game sponsors for their support of Texarkana Gameday and Liberty-Eylau Athletics.
So we're here in the Wagstaff Gymnasium, home of the Tyler Junior College Apaches. We're in Apache territory.
Oh, we're in Apache territory, John.
Coming out of the timeout, 2:31 left to go here in the third quarter. Leopards trail 56-43 to the Madison Trojans, as they're going to get some full court pressure here from the Trojans on this inbounds. They fire it in to DJ, gives it back to Zay Cooper. Cooper has that one tipped, somehow ends up in the hands of DJ Jackson. And Eddie Moss can't believe it. And a few boo birds now coming from the fans of Madison. The fourth team foul called on,
and that's on Eddie Moss, another Trojan in foul trouble now.
So Trojans got 3 with 4 fouls. Leopards have 2 with 4 fouls. Marshall working through defenders. Now a 3 on the way from Cooper. Drills it! Zay Cooper gives the Leopards a much-needed basket. That cuts it to 10.
And he's the guy that needs to get hot from beyond the arc for them to catch up and play a big factor here.
Aiden Durr runs into a defender down low. Has to kick it back out to Hooks. Now over to Josiah Williams. Good perimeter movement. They dump it in down low to Rice. Good turnaround move. Gets it to go.
That was a really good move. He got Eljon Miller, off of his back foot and was able to cut in perfectly.
And Rice is one of those that's hard to match up with. Is going the other way is Marshall. He gets to go, fixes the net. Marshall picks up his 5th point of the quarter. Now Leopards trying to speed the Trojans up. Durr skips it over to Williams. Looking back inside to Rice. And a block going to be called against Miller. He was looking for the charge. That'll send him to the line to shoot 2.
That'll be his 3rd.
Be his 3rd. The Trojans in the bonus. And it's getting a little bit loud in this gym, Doty. These 2 fan bases have traveled well to watch this regional final game.
Did you like that word, John? Give me a
I
little
did. I did like that word. Reminds me of Cody Parkey, Chicago, man. The double doink.
Double. Maybe we'll get a double doink here.
That one is good. No double doink to be had in this game. Not yet, anyway. 59-48, 11-point lead for the Trojans. Ball fired down low to Miller. It was a good pass. He has it stolen away and then smartly thrown off of his thigh by Rice. It was a good heads-up play by Jamarian Rice.
I want to give him a shout-out for getting back to the other side of the court so quickly, being able to play that post defense against Eljon Miller, and then, having the heads-up awareness to throw it off of him as well.
Absolutely.
Really good possession there by him.
Minute and 8 seconds now left to go here in the third quarter. Trojans looking to extend their lead. And get it to Rice. He's working right side on Miller. Drives baseline, gets cut off. Might have stepped out of bounds, no call. Good perimeter movement. 3 pulled by the Trojans. They knock it down. Darius Hooks give him 3 more. And that was just beautiful perimeter ball movement there.
That's just textbook basketball. You can't draw that up any better.
40 seconds now as that one knocked out of the hands of Cooper by Hooks. A lot of contact on that steal, or on that deflection, rather. So it'll be Liberty-Eylau basketball. They'll inbound it in the front court. They'll throw it in. Anthony Marshall to Cooper. Head fake. Trying to work his man outside. Dumps it into Miller in the high post. Cooper now drives. Throws up a tough shot. Can't get it to go. He hits the deck hard. Few players hit the deck hard. Trojans come away with it. And, a lot of contact there by DJ Jackson. No call. Now the Trojans going to slow it down. 16 seconds now. Is that one going to be last tipped by the Leopards out of bounds. So Trojans will have it with 12 ticks to go here in the third. They lead by 14. And a rarity this season to see the Leopards trail by that much at this point in the contest. But this is a very good Madison Trojans team. They fired into Rice. He's being guarded closely by Miller. Skips one across the width of the floor to Durr. He pulls a long three off the mark. Rice was there to get the rebound and is going to be called for the charge. Jamarian Rice picking up his third. And that was a huge charge that the Leopards just took.
Yeah, it looked like he kind of threw a shoulder in there as he was trying to get up and in against Eljon Miller.
So Leopards have the length of the floor to go. 3.7 seconds on the clock. Got to get it up into the front court pretty quick. They get it into Jackson. Now 2 seconds. 1 second. Got to get a shot up. That one's going to be denied at the buzzer by Josiah Williams. So at the end of 3 quarters of play, 62-48. Leopards trail by 14 to the Madison Trojans. We'll take a quick break, get some words from our sponsors, and be back here for fourth quarter.
Sports injuries can happen anytime, on the field, on the court, and even in your backyard. At Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital, we treat sprains, fractures, concussions, and more with on-site imaging like x-rays, ultrasounds, CT scans, and MRI for quick, accurate diagnosis and treatment all in one place. Let us help you get back to the game faster. Visit TexarkanaEmergencyCenter.com for more information.
Welcome back, everybody. Again, want to thank our game sponsors, Farmers Bank and Trust, BEK Construction LLC, as well as Redemption LLC, Loyalty Over Love, Millway Federal Credit Union, as well as Phone Pros. Thank you to our game sponsors for their support.
All right, we got 8 minutes left to decide the winner of this one. Winner will move on to the state semifinal game. Unfortunately, this is where the loser's season will end as Caden Proctor gets shoved to the ground after almost getting the steal. And that one's going to go against Leopards. As we see Tyrus Crowell and Devin Hall-Clark both in the game for the Leopards with 4 fouls. They got to be careful. One more and they're done for the night. As this one fired into Sean Hall. Good move on the baseline. Going to go up and draw the foul. That one going to be assessed to Joshua Smith. His first. Team second. So 2 quick fouls by the Trojans 10 seconds into this fourth quarter. Hall collects it. Gives it up to Proctor. Proctor has a lane. Little spin move. Kick out. Over to Crowell. Going to pull a three. Got it to go! Big three needed there by the Leopards. And we're going to have a little stoppage in play to get the net fixed. And if they can keep Crowell in this game, and as long as he doesn't pick up another foul, he's going to have to keep doing that. There's a lot of contact there, very dangerous, but he forces a tough shot on Rice. Now the Leopards working the other way. Cooper, a lot of men in between him and the basket. Doesn't matter. Zay Cooper. Here goes another one of those runs for the Leopards. They've cut it to single digits.
And you can already see how important it is to have Hall, Clark, and Crowell back in this game, and especially while Cobb is out.
Trojans looking for an answer. They kick it over. That's Durr. Now fired into Rice at the top of the key. He's guarded by Hall Clark. Hall Clark just got to keep his hands up. Can't draw the foul. That one tipped by Crowell. Comes into the hands of the Leopards. Here they go. 3-on-2. Cooper over to Hall. Gets the foul. Was looking for the bucket. Couldn't get it to fall. But he will get 2 free throws. And that's already 3 team fouls in this fourth quarter on the Trojans.
It almost feels like the Leopards have like their energy stored up in a cannon and have just shot out of that cannon to begin this fourth quarter of play. You know, the intensity that they've played with and, you know, the defensive prowess that they've had on the other side of the court has been huge so far.
First one knocked down by Hall. His first points of the fourth quarter. He's got 20.
We're going to see Cobb check back in as well as Eddie Moss for the Trojans. Tried to stop this bleeding that they've had to begin this fourth quarter.
So 4 players total on the floor with 4 fouls. Going to be a very interesting last stretch of basketball here. As Hall gets the second one to go. He's perfect on that trip. Cuts it to 7. Trojans break the press. Fire it up. They give it to Cobb. He was the hot hand through the first half. Now working his Hooks. Hooks puts a good move on. Looking down low, it's knocked away by Crowell. Here come the Trojans, transition. Long three, pull up, off the mark there for Zay Cooper. And that would have
done a good job all night of getting back in transition. I thought that was a pretty good shot.
Hey, I don't hate it. They get the hands back into the hands of Cobb. And now dump it down low. Hall Clark, a lot of contact. Gets the rebound off the missed shot. Kicks it up. Here we go. To the rack. Caden Proctor gets 2 points. Liberty-Eylau clawing their way back into this one.
Really good awareness there by Proctor. The defender was definitely expecting a pass. He just takes it himself and gets the easy bucket.
And that one dumps on the opposite side block into Williams, who gets 2 points. And now in a lot of trouble is Hall. He gives it up to Hall Clark. Back to Hall, baseline, a lot of contact. He'll draw the foul again. Rice, that's his 4th foul. And Sean Hall does a great job of getting under there and drawing contact for the Leopards.
And now that's 3 Trojans now with 4 fouls on the court.
So it'll be Hall at the free throw line. Gets the first one to go. Do the Leopards have a vintage moment in them? They have not led this game in quite some time. Hall can't get that one to go. Rebound fought for, ends up in the hands of the Trojans. Crowell's got to be careful getting into those hand fights underneath the basket. He does have 4 fouls. Is Cobb going to bring it out, reset, kind of slow the pace of this game down? He's guarded by Caden Proctor. He gets the screen, drives inside, shot on the way, and gets it around 3 Liberty-Eylau defenders. What a take by Josiah Cobb. His first points of the second half, as Hall somehow finds his way to the basket. Can't get the shot to go. And, oh, man, Tyrus Crowell just couldn't keep a handle on it. He'll want that one back. Trojan. No, it's a block on Caden Proctor. Thought for sure he was going to draw the charge there.
Will be Proctor's 3rd.
Will be Proctor's 3rd. 66-58. It's an 8-point game with 5:05 left to go in this one. And it's going to be an absolute barn burner of a finish, it seems. As Cobb doesn't use the screen, has it knocked out of his hands. Liberty-Eylau will take possession over there. And that was a good hand by, I believe, Proctor to knock that one out. Sean Hall going to jog it up across the timeline for the Leopards. Kicks it over to Hall Clark. Dumps it inside to Proctor. Proctor thought about pulling up. Has men all over him. Now Hall Clark thinks about a 3. Gets it to go! Devin Hall Clark with 4 fouls. That was huge. Cuts it to 5. Now a travel, no call, but it's thrown out of bounds. Liberty-Eylau gets it back. You can feel the energy building.
Going back to that last possession, huge thing that will probably get unlooked was Caden Proctor's screen that set up Sean Hall to kick that back over to Devin Hall Clark. If he gets that open bucket, we've got a 5-point game and the Leopards are rolling.
Leopards looking to cut it to a 1-possession game for the first time in a long time. They kick it over, 3 from Cooper, off the mark, rebounded, Crowell with the stick back. It's a 3-point game. How about the big men with 4 fouls apiece, putting some points up for the Leopards? Trojans trying to get it across half court. They do. Durr kicks it up, 3 on the way from Moss, off the mark, rebounded by the Trojans. It's Crowell, gives it to Cooper. 3-on-3. Liberty-Eylau will have it underneath their own basket and a chance to either cut it to 1 or tie on this possession.
Got kind of lucky there. Zay was looking for Caden Proctor down low, still cutting across the baseline, and he ended up going the other way.
Crowell hits the 2. We got a 1-point game. Crowell's got 7 points. The Liberty-Eylau faithful are on their feet, and a steal. Oh, no, it's collected by the Trojans. And then a reverse layup by Jamirian Rice. I got excited there, Doty. I could feel it. 3-point game once again. 3:33 left to go here in the 4th quarter in the regional finals. Winners goes to the state semifinals. Cooper, a lot of contact. Gonna draw the foul. They're gonna say it's on the floor, no and 1. No continuations in high school, unfortunately.
They're gonna have a conversation with it. They're talking about it.
Oh, hey, hold on now. That foul's on Rice, and that's going to be his 5th. He's going to be out of this ball game. What's the conclusion? Oh, basket counts! And one! My goodness! A vintage moment from Zay Cooper. And it was needed at the most crucial part of this game. And now he's going to the line with the tying shot.
And Rice is now fouled out. That is his 5th.
So they lose their big man, and Liberty-Eylau has all the momentum in their favor. And honestly, you got to give a big shout out to Tyrus Crowell and Devin Hall Clark. They have done an excellent job in this 4th quarter and have been very careful not to pick up their 5th foul.
And they've already called out that DeMondre Jones, who just checked in, has 4 as well. And so Hall Clark and Crowell are trying to assess that situation as well, knowing that they can work down low against him as well.
Big free throw here by Cooper. He can't get it to go. Leopards still trail by 1. So Trojans now looking to break some of this momentum of Liberty-Eylau. Ooh, dangerous steal attempt there by Cooper. It's going to be Hooks. Drives in, takes it himself, and they're going to call the foul on Crowell and 1. And I'm just not a big fan of that foul call. That'll be Crowell's 5th. Send Hooks to the line to shoot 2. Or shoot 1, rather, sorry. So Anthony Marshall going to check back into the game. Marshall's had a pretty good night for the Leopards. So not the worst thing that could happen, but you don't want to see Tyrus Crowell sitting on the bench for the last 3 minutes and 7 seconds of this one.
It was definitely a huge spark plug here in this 4th quarter.
That one can't get the free throw to go. Rebound might have been over the back. They don't call it. Trojans come away with it. They're going to bring it back out and slow the tempo of this game now. Less than 3 minutes left to go here. It's in the hands of Cobb. He's guarded by Marshall. Marshall trying to start the 5-second call. Cobb through the legs, gives it back up to Aiden Durr. 70-67. Trojans trail by 3. Looking to get their first lead in a while. Need to get a stop here, though. Trojans working left side. That's Hooks. Brings it back out. I think the Trojans trying to burn some clock here as a head fake drive to the basket. Shot denied by Caden Proctor. Trojans come away with the rebound, though. They fire it over to Cobb. And now dump it in low to Hooks. Hooks shot on the way, good. And Caden Proctor on the ground, clutching at his ankle. And he's still down. So a huge turn of events there. It was Darius Hooks who got the 2. 72-67, Leopards trail by 5. We're going to take a quick break during the injury timeout. 72-67, Leopards trail by 5. We'll get some words from our sponsors and be right back here on Game Day.
Tired of banking fees and complicated accounts? With State Bank's My Free Checking account, enjoy Get a free gift just for opening your checking account, because we believe banking should be rewarding. Great for personal accounts and businesses too.
All right, welcome back to the Wagstaff Gymnasium after the injury timeout. That was Caden Proctor, the Leopard who was down, had to be carried off the floor. So hopefully he's all right. Back here in the action now. Leopards trail by 5. 2:17 left to go. It'll be Hall. Has it knocked out of his hands. He collects it. In trouble. Finds Anthony Marshall inside. Marshall in trouble. Kick out Cooper. Cooper's going to pull a 3. It's short. Long rebound by the Trojans. They're pushing the tempo the other way. Good layup. Get it to go. That's Eddie Moss with the 2. Extends the lead 74-67. Leopards got to make something happen. Marshall working right side. Going to take it himself high off the glass. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by the Trojans. It'll be Cobb to bring it across the timeline. 1:38 now left in the game. Leopards might have to start thinking about fouls here soon, as it's Cooper forcing the 5-second call. Gets it to Cobb. Cobb has DJ Jackson all over him, and he will foul. Stop the clock Only the third team foul against the Leopards. And the Jackson's first. Check that, maybe only the second foul against the Leopards. Jackson will pick up another one, his second. Leopards have not updated the scoreboard. This one into Cobb and another foul by Jackson. And honestly, that's very smart of Coach Lehman to tell Jackson to draw those fouls. He had not used any yet, and then picks up a quick three right there. So that'll put the Trojans in the bonus as they look to try to nail this game away at the free throw line. It'll be Cobb. Had 22 in the first half, only 2 in the second, and can't get his first free throw to go. Leopards love to see that, giving them life. Second one now from Cobb. Good. Makes it 75-67, 8-point game. Leopards got to get some shots up and get them up quick. 1:16 left to go. They give it to Jackson. Now over to Hall. Hall working inside, takes it to the rack, gets it to go. Big bucket from Sean Hall and a timeout by Liberty-Eylau. We're going to stay here and thank some game sponsors.
Yes, again, we want to thank our game sponsors, Farmers Bacon Trust, BEK Construction LLC, Redemption LLC, Loyalty Over Love, Millway Credit Union, as well as Phone Pros. Thank you to our game sponsors for their dedicated support of Liberty-Eylau Athletics and Texarkana Game Day.
So I actually really like that that timeout by Coach Lehman there after the made basket, Doty. You know, get your guys in, go over the game plan, get everybody settled down. Minute and 8 seconds, I mean, that doesn't sound like a lot of time, but in the game of basketball, it's like an eternity. So you still have plenty of time to either tie this game up or take a lead. Now, you do have to lock in defensively. You're just 2 made three-pointers away from being right back in this game. But it's going to be a very interesting last minute and 8 seconds.
Yeah, I think obviously you're trying to force a steal off of the inbounds pass first off, but then right after that, if you're not able to do it, you got to foul right away. You've got to have those opportunities, and you know, you obviously want to put the people at the line that have less chances as well. So
Tyrus Crowell is fouled out of this game along with the Trojans' Jamirian Rice. A lot of people in foul trouble. DeMondre Jones with 4. Cobb with 4, Eddie Moss with 4, and Devin Hall-Clark of the Liberty-Eylau Leopards with 4. This ball's inbounded, minute 7, so Liberty-Eylau did not get the steal off the inbounds. Trojans working it up across the front court. Now the foul, I believe Sean Hall will be the one that draws that foul.
We do see Bryson Cornelius checked in for the Leopards. DJ Jackson back to the scorer's table.
So Sean Hall now has 4 fouls. 1 minute, 60 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. As first free throw good by Aiden Durr. And if you're the Trojans right now, just keep knocking down free throws. So he looks to extend it to a 9-point lead. Their second one on the way, good. Check that, 8-point lead. Leopards, 55 seconds now. Sean Hall on the ball. Takes it to the rack, a lot of contact. And one, Sean Hall! Are you kidding me?
There's just no quit in that guy, man.
Sean Hall has the engine of a locomotive. And that was a big and one right there, Doty. Critical timing as well. Foul was assessed to Hooks, his third. Both teams in the bonus, so any common foul will result in 2 shots for both squads. As Hall gets it to go, cuts the lead to 5. And then an immediate foul there by Cornelius. And that was the right move there from the Leopards. About 2 seconds ran off the clock there between the time of the inbound and the time of the foul.
Yeah, that's exactly what they were wanting. Obviously, you want to force that steal first. If not, get the foul immediately. Hope they at least missed one here, and then you give yourself another opportunity. You know, you have the right guys on the court to do it still.
So Cobb at the line. First one's good. We'll get the opportunity for another. DJ Jackson back into the game for the Leopards. May see a little offense, defense between him and Bryson Cornelius. Here's Cobb. Second one, good. Cobb 3 for 4 in the fourth quarter here at the line. 49 seconds now. Marshall in trouble, picked his dribble up, finds Hall Clark, kicks it corner. DJ shot off the mark, no good, rebounded by the Trojans. Leopards got a foul. They get it to Cobb. He'll go all the way for 2 more, and that's going to make it tough. Marshall, good move at half court. Takes it himself, gets 2. And we're going to have another timeout called. We'll take one with them. 81-74, Leopards trail the Trojans. We'll be right back here with the end of this one on Game Day.
No matter your season of life, no matter your banking needs, you'll find the financial products, digital tools, and friendly service that make you feel right at home with Farmers Bank.
There's a place I'm welcome in. There's a place I know I'm called a friend. There's a place that I'm never alone. There's a place called home. A place called home.
Come home to Farmers Bank.
All right, welcome back to the Wagstaff Gymnasium. Leopards trailing the Dallas Madison Trojans 81-74 with 25 ticks left to go on the game clock. Big made 2 there before the break. I believe that was Anthony Marshall with the made 2. Hopefully it's not too little too late. The Leopards really need a big steal and a quick made basket here on this inbound, because otherwise it's going to make things look really, really hard for them to get the win here. Running the baseline, Durr trying to get it in, and a tough foul there. It's going to send Cobb back to the line to shoot 2. I believe that was Cornelius on the foul, his first. And a little bit of celebration starting on the Trojan sideline with the fans. It's not over yet, though. Anything can happen.
I think Coach Gerald Smith knew that, too. He was telling them to quiet down.
Let's make sure we win it first. First one off the mark by Cobb, just like that. If we ever do a game with Cobb again, I will make sure to make his little
his boxes bigger.
I'll make his boxes bigger, along with Sean Hall going forward in the future. I know we'll see him again.
Yeah, Sean Hall only a sophomore. A lot of talent ahead of his future.
So 8-point deficit. Leopards need a basket bad. There's one fired off the mark. Rebounded by the Trojans. And now a steal by the Leopards. They get it to Hall Clark. Quick 2 from Hall Clark. Clock's running. Down to 2, or down to 10. Trojans get it in. And that might be where the Leopards season ends, as they're not going to foul. Time will expire, and that will do it. Liberty-Eylau falls in the regional semifinal game, 82-76 to the Madison Trojans. The Trojans sideline explodes, and it's a party on the court. A big shout out to Liberty-Eylau. They've had a fantastic season. Nothing to hang your head about by any means. This was a good Madison Trojans team, and Liberty-Eylau left it all out there on the floor tonight.
Absolutely. This is not the last that you're going to see of this Liberty-Eylau team. Huge shout out to that Dallas Madison team. An incredible performance by them. You know, they fought tooth and nail in this game against Liberty-Eylau. I want to give a shout out to the seniors. You know, there's only 4 of them, so we're gonna see a lot of these guys next year. But Caden Proctor, DJ Jackson, Roderick Foster, and Tyrus Crowell. Just want to shout out those seniors for everything that they've given this team throughout this year and making Liberty-Eylau basketball super special this year.
So we'd like to thank you for tuning in. Again, congratulations to the Leopards on how far they made it. Congratulations to the Trojans on moving on to the state semifinal game. Thank you for tuning into the stream tonight. For myself, Zach Doty, we'd like to bid you a good night and God